Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. And Flundereeze Yosenju. I didn't think I'll be covering something like this, but let's begin with how this deck is structured. We're playing triple Robina, triple Eaglen, one Empen, double Snell, triple Flundereeze, and the Scary Sea for our Flundereeze part of the deck. Next we're playing Kama 1, Kama 2, and Kama 3, all in 3 copies, 1 Sujik, 1 Izna, 1 Misak, 1 Magat, triple tanky, pots of very hurting our wallet, pot of duality, Ash Blossom, Imperm. Those are the important cards. The extra deck consists of Fossil Warrior Skull Knight, NTSS, Winged Pegasus Adagnister, Rugal, and Fergit. Those are here for any Dogmatica matchups, which we can... So basically there are cards we can send to the grave with our opponent's effect. And that's the only reason they're here. We don't use the extra deck at all. So, how does this deck function? We have our little Flundereeze engine, which provides normal summons Empen or Snell, and makes Flundereeze and the Scary Sea live. The basic of the deck is just normal summon a lot. That's why I decided to go with Yosenjus, since they can also normal summon a lot, giving us additional board presence, and not only some splash removal, but also direct attacks, additional searches, draw power, and attack boosts. The important part of the Yosenju are those two, Misak and Magat. Those are important because too many times during testing I had the Yosenjus and Flundereeze and the Scary Sea. Meaning that even if I proceeded to summon a bunch of Yosenjus, they would just go back to my hand, and Flundereeze and the Scary Sea would just be there, useless. That's why I decided to play 2 level 6 Yosenjus, which give me... well, basically give me that Flundereeze and the Scary Sea live. Magat is very interesting since he can special summon Misak from the deck, and Misak, when he attacks, he destroys any non-wind monster he battles with. And the most important part about Misak, when he's special summoned, like through Magat's effect, he will use bounce to the hand during the end phase. Other than that, those two, if normal summon, tribute summon, they'll stay. We have our triple tanky for searching basically this part of the deck. Part of Extravagance and part of Prosperity for some draw power. Important thing to know. Those cards, part of Prosperity and part of Extravagance, prevent you from drawing any more cards. But tanky searches and part of duality adds. So you can use Extravagance, you can use Prosperity, afterwards you can use tanky and duality. You won't be able to use Izna's effect though, which is a bummer, but it's understandable. Next we have Ash Blossom and Infinite Impermanence to have some first 10 plays set. Like I said, the base of the deck is just normal summon a lot. Have the opponent summon something and just flip Flundereeze in the Scary Sea. And win with sheer normal summons. I was thinking about a Monarch edge, going Monarchs with this, but I think this is much more interesting. So anyway, that would be it for this introduction. And let's go to the replays now. So here we have our first duel, and we already have a pretty decent hand. Part of Duality come up 3, Izna, Flundereeze, Robina, and Ash. So, we're also starting. So we're going with Robina, searching Iglan, then normal summoning Iglan with Robina's effect. Iglan will search Empen, will then banish those two to tribute for Empen. Those two will trigger, will search Flundereeze and Scary Sea, and normal summon Kama Free with Empen's effect. Kama Free will summon Izna, will be able to draw thanks to Izna's effect. Part of Duality, give us that Imperm, set 2, or I mean 3, pardon, and pass turn. Quick Launch is going to get ashed, so what are you going to do, my dear sir? Astro Rocket Dragon, Striker Dragon getting Flundereeze and the Scary Seed, which is bad for him, but not for us. We're going Part of Extravagance, banish 6, draw. Our Robina will be met with a Solemn Strike, will end with sending 2 cards, and the Shell Rocket Dragon will be summoned during the end phase. The opponent will set a card and pass, which is kind of pathetic, but I digress. Another Part of Extravagance, now we're going Kama 3, Kama 1, Kama 2, and Izna. Izna will let us draw, Kama 1 will bounce a card, and the opponent will surrender because too many Yosenjus. Now Duel 2, we're starting with Robina, Snarl, Prosperity, Duality, and Robina. I think I said Robina, Izna. So we're going with Robina. Robina will search Iglan, standard Flundereeze engine stuff. We're going now to summon Empen. We'll trigger everything. Get the C, summon Kama 1. Kama 1 will trigger, summoning Izna. We'll then use Part of Duality to add an Ash Blossom. We'll set a card and pass turn, since we cannot use Izna's effect thanks to the pot. Urgent Schedule will meet Ash Blossom, and our opponent will set 2 cards, activate the Infinite Track, get Infinite Track Encore Drill, summon Tunneler, and he'll go into a rank 9, but that will be met with the Scary Sea. Afterwards we'll go with Robina. Robina will get Iglan. Iglan will summon itself, search out our second copy of Snarl, and will be tributed for a Snarl. Now Snarl will activate her effect, giving us an additional 3 normal summons, which is quite frankly insane. Now we're going for the Tanky, which we get from Izna, and summoning Kama 3. Attacking with everything, giving us a Kama 2, and basically overwhelming the opponent with those normal summons. So now let's go with game 3. We're starting with double Snarl, an Eagle, and Pot of Prosperity, and a Tanky, which is not that great. We have to start, and not also that, but our opponent is starting with some very decent Dark Lord plays. Getting Eggshell, drawing Eggshell, draws a lot of cards, gets Morning Star. Condemned Dark Lord will send Superbia. Okay, that was much better than I expected. But of Extravagance will get us 2 cards, one of which is Robina, so we're basically set. Robina will search Iglan. Iglan will be summoned. Iglan will trigger, getting us Empen, tributing both of our little Flundereeze monsters to summon that Empen. Now we'll be able to summon Kama 3. Kama 3 will summon Kama 1. Kama 1 will summon our little boy, our big boy over here. And that was a little of a mistake on my part, since I forgot that our big boy Yosenju here could have destroyed Superbia with his effect, but alas, there are mistakes were made. We've set our Flundereeze card, so we're basically set. The opponent is drawing a lot of cards, summoning shit, and he decides to attack. but Misak will destroy, and will also use Empen's effect to have our opponent's attack, so Empen can get over it. Gamma 3 will be met with a Gamma, which makes me plenty sad. We'll set a card and proceed to attack. Well, as you can see, the deck is gaining so much advantage, so much momentum, it's very, very hard to stop it once it gets going. Comma 1 will trigger summoning Comma 3 will summon Sujik, Sujik will trigger, boosting the big boy, and we are going to proceed to OTK. What can I say? I did Yosenju. So that would be it for today. I think this deck is very interesting in what it does, although it's very, very fragile. Stopping one of the Flundereeze monsters basically stops that engine in its tracks, making Deckplay basically useless, and without the Flundereeze part of the engine, the Yosenju can do just that much as they can without their spell and trap support. The deck is very fun, very annoying to deal with because of the amount of resources it gathers during the first turn. Usually you can go like +4 with the first turn, so that is quite literally insane. And that's all I have to say about this. I will see you all next time. Check all sign up. Peace!